almost $2.5 billion as debt for them. And lastly, I was CFO of Distribution Logistics. That's a company owned by the American private equity fund, Guggenheim Partners. Post that, I started off with my own startup in hair extensions, failed miserably, lost almost all my savings. And then I realized that just because you know finance doesn't mean that you know entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is a different fish. And for that, you have to actually be a jack of all trades, not master of one. You have to understand all parts of the business, marketing, sales, HR, finance, everything, IT, technology. You have to know how to manage people. You have to front yourself wherever your team is lacking. And sometimes it's a very thankless kind of job because everybody believes that you should be solving their problems all the time. Then in 2016, I gave an exit to my startup, to my co-founder, and launched Kansaltancy because I firmly believed that all these years I had learned high street finance. So I thought that I should be doing this only, and it has been an amazing journey because in 2016 when I launched Consultancy Ventures, the government had recently started Startup India, and there were 416 startups registered with Startup India. And today there are almost 130,000. So my journey of Consultancy Ventures has aligned with the growth path of the startup ecosystem. I'll share a few figures with you. There's a very interesting graph which I saw last year. This is the stake of the founders in top startup IPOs, as in those companies which came out with IPOs and they are startups, and how much equity does the founder hold. Vijay Shekhar Sharma, Paytm, 15%. Dipinder Goyal, Zomato, 5.5%. Yashish Bhaiya, Policy Bazaar, 4.27%. Alok Bansal, Policy Bazaar, 1.45%. Vipinpreet Singh, MobiKwik, 20.21%. Upasana Taku, MobiKwik, 14.31%. Vinay Sanghi, Cartrade, 3.94%. And now let me give you a figure. Falguni Nayyar, Nykaa, 53.5%. So she came from banking background. She understood banking, she understood venture capital, and that's how she holds 53.5% of a company which is valued at 57,000 crore. So this is entrepreneurship, this is venture capital, the beauty of venture capital, that everything multiplies, everything grows exponentially. There was a gentleman who invested 20 crores in Nykaa when she was starting off, and she knew him because he was one of the HNI clients, and he invested 20 crores. Today that 20 crores is worth 5,000 crores. So there is no other business, whether it is investing in commodities or gold or real estate or cryptocurrency or any such business which can give the kind of return which venture capital can give. But the caveat is that out of 10 startups you put in your money, 2 or 3 close down. 5 or 6, what happens is they are getting funded, they are growing, the startup founder is getting his money, is getting his salaries, is getting his bonus. But at some point the founders feel that we can't grow beyond this. So it's better ghar chala. So salary, just keep on taking salary, let it be at this level, let us not take more risk. So ultimately the VC gets stuck because he can't get an exit. There was an article recently, SEBI has been pressurizing VC funds to liquidate their holdings after the completion of the 8 to 10 year period. But there is no exit. I mean, they got an exit from 1 or 2 companies and rest they are holding, there is no buyer. So this is, we keep on seeing the successes, like all these companies which I just mentioned. But if you look at the total pool from which they come, it is a huge pool. And if you dip into it, you will find that exits are not easy, specifically in the Indian context. I say this because what happens in Silicon Valley is that once you create a technology company with a great moat, you have buyers like Facebook, Google, you have buyers, traditional companies who just jump in and they want to buy a new company. So the ecosystem is more mature. Although India has developed quite a lot, it's really amazing. I mean, the kind of knowledge that an average person has about investing and about being an angel and about startups. But still, if you look at the big buyers of startups, the pool is small. So that is it. And I have had some experience in how to invest in companies. I have had experience in how to seek investment in startup and also how a VC fund can raise money. So have some insights which I can give you, and then I'll open the round and you can ask any questions. So when an investor wants to invest in a company, the biggest thing they look for is a scalable, repeatable business model. And scalable and repeatable business model, but at the same time, it should have moats. So moats are that kind of a feature in the startup which allows it to compete very strongly with other startups and other established businesses, and still it doesn't get affected. So for example, you have any technology company, they AstroTalk. I remember when I started using AstroTalk, and it was 94 crore turnover they were doing, and they were just making you speak with astrologers. That is it. They are making you speak with astrologers. They are charging 30 rupees per minute to 60 rupees per minute to 100 rupees per minute, and people are paying left, right, and center. And today, AstroTalk within 1 year is doing 700 crore turnover. So what is the moat? Why are other apps not able to beat AstroTalk? Because its UI is so beautiful. It is so easy to know about the astrologer. It is so easy to book a call. It is so easy to get data to send your patri across. And he has made a fantastic business out of making you speak with astrologers. So that is called a moat. And when it comes to actually investing, then a VC fund, you have to be very mindful which VC fund you are investing in, because as I told you, it's a very risky business, and the VC guy has to have the right skills to make money for you. And when you are raising funds for your VC fund, that's a totally different ballgame. You want to open to have funds for your VC fund, like this fund came to me, Multiply Ventures from Bangalore, 3 founders. One of the founders is the son of a guy who was mentor to Mr. Narayan Murthy. And Mr. Narayan Murthy had given him shares of Infosys. So this guy's father had 5,000 crore worth of shares with him. And he had a legacy of really amazing work which his father did for Infosys, and amazing work which this guy did. So, and they had partnered with the senior vice president of Flipkart.